Oh my goodness. Hello. Just touching base today. Today is 11:30. It's my day 1.202, and after yesterday's kind of dark and dismal posting, I wanted to make. I don't know. I always when I make a negative. Well, it's not necessarily negative, but you can't always be happy and wonderful. And even yesterday, the topic was diet and some of the concerns. So I wanted to address some of those concerns, but I also want to talk about um, net effects of transitioning that I didn't think about before. And a lot of it may be kind of boring and I'm still kind of fighting this chest infection, so my voice resonates a lot. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. Um, but I could probably 2, 3 years ago have my hand would be full of prescription bottles that I was being treated for. I was being treated for anxiety. I was being treated for depression. I was being treated for high blood pressure. I was taking multiple. Like I felt like a grandparent. I'm gonna take my pills. Every day. And of all of them, medically, it was my high blood pressure. I would, like I felt like I was gonna explode and I was being treated for it and I was on medication. And over the last 2 years, I have gotten myself off of the high blood pressure medicine, which I think means I'm in a better position, less stress, and everything else. And you probably could make the argument about eating vegan or whatnot as you're not intaking the stuff that's going to increase your threat of a heart attack, etc., etc., etc. But the takeaway is a lot less stress in my life. I know I was on like 3 medications, and I don't remember, but I wouldn't tell you anyway what they were. And I'm down to just the one now, which is for my anxiety, which I have anyway. But so again, after transitioning, going full time, much less stress, much less stress in my life. You would think there would be more, right? And granted, the first year you probably have a lot of, is this gonna work? How is this gonna work out? How are things gonna happen, etc., etc. Um, but again, I just wanted to share. If you think about your blood and your body chemistry, and granted, if there's a chemical imbalance, you obviously would take something to bring you in balance. But when I think about how my body was under so much stress and anxiety, and I had to force it chemicals to force, a lot of conflict, I guess, conflict in your body. That's now is just so much better, so much better. Um, and when I think about from an endocrinological point of view, the testosterone versus the estrogen, progesterone, as far as a calming effect versus an aggression effect, um, I felt dead to the world obviously before I transitioned, but before I started hormones, detached, like I couldn't plug into my emotions and the world around me, the environment, in the right way. And then having gotten rid of the testosterone or blocking it and going towards the estrogen, I feel much more connected to the world around me. And so I'll give you that. It's just kind of interesting to be at peace. So that's kind of cool. And then I had something else I was going to say. Oh, golly. Maybe it'll come back. One concern that I expressed yesterday, and here is where before I had high blood pressure, and now I have less than high. I have normal, and there really is, normal is basically just under a number until you have problems. And I have expressed somewhat that I think because my blood pressure has gotten somewhat less, definitely when I stand up real quick and I move, that's when you get the black spots in your eyes and you feel like you're gonna. I mean, I did some research last night on it because I was kind of concerned about it, and I dug out my blood pressure kit from Walgreens. There's the cuff that inflates and tells you what it is, and I'm gonna start monitoring it just in case. It's nice when you go to your PCM if you're concerned about something like blood pressure and you can say, here is my history, and your provider can look at it and say, oh, okay, well, you had a spike here, and it gives them information to make an educated decision, make an informed decision, or assumption, assertion, analysis, etc., etc. So that's really, really cool, and I really think that is just about it. Like I said, the last couple of days I inherited my daughter's bronchitis infection, and it's made my voice very deep, and I've noticed I got some, it's like I'm flushed. I'm not wearing any makeup, okay? And it's like I'm flush in the cheek and I'm warm, so I'm wondering maybe if I have a cold or something. I don't know. Yesterday afternoon, my cheeks were like the perfect blush, and I was like, I'm not wearing any makeup. And really, that's just about it. So I guess I better shut up, right? Oh, my heavens. What a world. What a world. All right. Well, I can't think of anything else. I did gain a couple pounds yesterday. I cooked. My daughter wanted this thing that was on the back of the cheese packet, the cheese thing from Meijer, and it was potatoes that were sliced up like home fries and baked with salt, pepper, and olive oil, and then baked so they turn kind of crispy. And then you sprinkle bacon, cut up bacon, and put it on top, and then you sprinkle cheese on top, and then you serve it. It's basically a baked potato, but you serve it and you can put sour cream on it, or they suggested ranch dressing. And so I bought her some bacon ranch. And I couldn't resist the temptation to try a little bit of it. And so I think that really messed up my body yesterday. Taking in the sugar and the fat and things that it just was not prepared to handle. So I think I had a little bit of a hiccup. And then I also made a batch of vegetarian chili, which I love. And I think that it takes a while to process. And so I think I had some stuff processing, and that may have upped my weight. But I always come back to the idea there's nothing in vegetarian chili that's bad for me. I use no salt added stuff, and it probably is high in the inherent sodium that's in vegetables. And so I try to eat just a little bit of it, but it's good. All right, my friends, I will talk to you later, and good luck in your transition. And until next time, bye. Good luck.